Good evening. My name is Julia Caesar. Welcome to MR.SNACKS Soul Cafe. This podcast features my dearest friend, Hiroshi, also known as MR.SNACKS. We continue with this series on life as it is. The bottom line, whether you like it or not. Pulling No Punches Part 3. Please check out our previous podcasts here on Instagram, especially parts 1 and 2. Here is Soul Brother number 2, but number 1 in my book. So what's the saying for today, Hiroshi?
Thanks, Julia. Very sweet of you to say that. The saying for today is never put on a pair of shoes unless you've worn them for 5 years.
I like that one.
Okay. So here we go with part 3. So in what's happening in the life of the person or individual is a longing for the looking to come to an end. The seeking and all that to come to an end. This life as it is, to be complete. You want it to be complete, to be what the mind thinks it should be. You see? Well, of course, to be happy. But if everything was happiness, you wouldn't know it. Why? Because the person knows by contrast. So in duality, happiness and the opposite, sadness, are two sides of the same coin. In life, all is one. You can't have happiness without its opposite, as happiness is defined by the existence of its opposite, sadness. Good is defined by the existence of evil or bad. Beauty is defined by its opposite, ugliness. The mind separates what is one. So the separation is illusory. Man wants continuous pleasure without the pain, but that's impossible. The body couldn't handle it. Can you imagine an orgasm that never came to an end? You'd have a heart attack. The body couldn't handle. So what arises in what's happening is the experience of the individual that I am. I was born, I have a life, it's my own. I will eventually die, but I will live my life to the fullest and try to reach my goals and dreams. That's what I'm here for. And it's all on me to make it happen. It's on me to make life out as I think it should be. And what I think it should be is what I think is going to make me happy, of course. When I share about this I am, what I mean is the I am is what is in this body. There's an entity that is believed that's running the show. When this body is going to the store, it is I am going to the store. In this body, there is the I am in control, and this I am has free will and choice. And I can choose to do this, or I can choose to do that. And if I've chosen religion or spirituality, my goal and will is to become a good person, to do good acts. So once I achieve what I think is the right thing to achieve, I'll be happy and fulfilled. I will fulfill my purpose in life that I set out for myself. So that life is now, right now, is incomplete and not satisfying, and something is missing, and there is a place to get to, and that place is there, and there is better than here. All of that is completely illusory, full stop. Life is exactly as it is, and no different than what is. And as energy is all there is. This energy is constantly transforming, changing on its own with no help from the mind. It's the nature of energy to transform from one form to another. So changes will happen as nothing is permanent. So you don't have to want it to change. It's going to change on its own. Look at your baby pictures, or look at your pictures 5 years ago, or the tree you planted a few years ago in the yard, a picture of that. Look at your dog or your cat. Nothing remains the same in this manifestation. And your relationships have changed. So life has no need to become other than what is. It's perfect as it is, which means it's complete. And life is neither. They're labels, right or wrong. Everything arises in life, which is unconditional love. It doesn't reject anything, resist anything. You'll have war, you'll have peace, love and hate, beauty and ugliness, happiness and sadness. The sky, as I pointed out previously in another podcast, the sky is an example. Never rejects anything arising in the sky, whether it's a beautiful cloud or an A-bomb blast or pollution. You see, the thing is the experience as an individual that I need to make life better to get there because it's better than here will always be frustrating and will always lead to misery and disappointment. It will never be fulfilling. The appearance is what appears is not your perception. What appears has no boundaries or limitations. It's emptiness appearing as something. What is happening is not knowable. Knowing is an object that arises in the appearance. Separation is an appearance that arises within it. Happening is what arises in what you call the absolute or appearance. All is one. So what is can't be known because there's nothing separate to know it from. There's no reference point. There's not a knower and then the known. They are one, as the seeing and what is seen are one. Once again, there's no separation. So what is being shared is not trying to change anything, or there is no trying to reach or even impart a message or something to you. So if you think you're going to get something or some kind of spirituality, you will be, as an individual, disappointed and frustrated. There's nothing here for you. There's not how to be successful or how to have your dreams fulfilled or whatever. It's none of that. It's not a self-help book. This is not about a you or me or an I. It's not about anything really, but not about improving the life for the individual, because there is no individual. With this, you should call it this message, you want to call it that, I'm sharing that it doesn't mean that you're going to be well all the time. I mean, sickness may arise. Anger may arise. Frustration. It doesn't mean you're going to be in bliss, walking on a cloud. None of that. But in whatever arises, there's nothing, or there's not this I or individual ego to stick to. You see what I'm saying? So it drops away very quickly, because it's the individual, the person that holds on to anger, that holds on to thoughts, the memories, whether good or bad. It's the individual that looks into the future and hopes and dreams and wishes and has expectations. But with that individual that is dissolved and gone away from the realization that there is no individual, then there's no sticking. It's a non-stick surface. So it just drops away pretty quickly. I mean, anger will arise. I get angry on the freeway. And I realize, it's traffic. Oh, my God. And then what happens? Then you're on to something else. There's nothing to grasp or hold on to as the individual is shown to not exist. It never did. So what is realized has always been. And life is as it is. The bottom line is this whole topic of this podcast. Is fully complete with nothing lacking. But as shared before, one thinks something is missing and lacking that I need to attain. I'll feel better about myself. It's about feeling good about yourself. And in this, there is a dropping of a need to become something or to be something once realized. This at all doesn't mean I suggest you do nothing. Sit there. You can't even sit there and not do anything. You're going to get up and move. The body moves. Yeah. But there's no entity or someone inside making it go. Trillions of cells are moving and functioning on their own. The mind is not directing each cell in your body. The I or me is not doing anything because the I or me doesn't exist. It's a phantom, it's a thought, a creation of the mind. I just had a burrito earlier. Did I do anything to taste the burrito? Did I do anything for the burrito to be digested in my body? So in this sharing is this is all there is. And sages have shared that life's a mystery. So everything that arises in this life is a mystery, everything. Whatever arises is undefined or not describable. We attach words to what's seen, but the words are illusory. I may say that's a flower, but did the flower come up to me and say it's a flower? So this apparent journey or story of the individual, there is, and it could be a spiritual journey for answers to life, the solutions to the questions of life, which is a mystery, like I said, cannot be known, but the character doesn't know or accept that. He or she seeks out teachers that appeals to their needs. They go on retreats or seminars in hopes they'll get some info, some knowledge to make their life better, to make their relationship better, to learn how to control their anger issues or to get rid of their addictions, to manifest things they want in life, all because something is missing, something is lacking. Life has got to be better than what is, not realizing that what is everything, all complete. There's nothing missing. Life as it is can't be better because it's already as good as it gets. It's perfect. Anyway, enough for now. Check you later. Goodbye.